Hey everyone, thanks again for tuning in to Vortex Garage here on YouTube, and we've got a nice Tuesday update for you because we've got a couple things that we really want to talk to you about, and one in particular that kind of unfolded today that I thought was kind of cool and we wanted to share. So we got three things we're going to talk about. A, we're going to talk a little bit about that 3,000 subscribers giveaway again because we got a little new development on it. Number two, we're going to talk about some upcoming projects that we've been talking about on our social media. And number three, we are going to talk about some backlog videos that we're going to be putting out soon. So let's start off with that 3,000 subscribers giveaway. Real quick update on that. So you all know we posted a video a little while ago announcing Matt is the winner for that, and that is true. Matt, congratulations for winning. That's awesome. But it turns out we actually had a second winner because of how Amazon ran the giveaway. So David was actually our second winner. So that's awesome because that's like a bonus win, and I think that's really cool. So to give you an idea of what happened, basically if we do this again through Amazon, something that's really critical for people to know is you got to check your spam folder to see if you won, because you can only claim the prize within a certain amount of time with Amazon. That's something I didn't know. I'd never done one before. So we learned that and kind of figured it out with Amazon and ended up getting everything worked out. And it turns out that in the process, Amazon kept that giveaway open, even though it looked like it was closed and shut down and had been done and we had taken care of everything. And it went ahead and awarded to the next person in line, which was a little bit unanticipated, but again, I think is cool. So David, congratulations. That's why you didn't get the shout out on the earlier video. And when I read your comment, I was a little confused because I'm like, it didn't comprehend. But then I got a notification of a shipment from Amazon, went and checked everything out, gave them a buzz, and they kind of filled me in on what was going on. And it was just sort of a bit of a glitch in terms of how that system works. So we know now a little bit more about running these Amazon giveaways, which is cool. And honestly, we're totally happy that two people won instead of just one. Honestly, that's really cool. If that means, you know, these are people who watch our channel and enjoy. We've seen you guys comment. We know you're subscribers. I just think it's awesome to be able to get you guys some tools that hopefully you can use. And I'm really looking forward to doing that again in the future, especially for all those of you who went in and didn't win this time around. You know, if we can start getting stuff here in the shop and be giving it away, I'd like to do that on some more milestones. So, if we want to get there, I like these milestones, okay? Like 3,000 subscribers. I know that's not a ton on YouTube. It's probably not even a lot on YouTube. Doesn't matter. It was a cool milestone, and I was really thought it was awesome that 3,000 people have signed up to watch this stuff. So, if we get more people to sign up and watch it, if you can trick your friends into thinking this is cool, maybe we get to, say, 4,000 or 5,000 or whatever, we'll do it again. We'll pick something. And maybe we'll pick something from in the shop and kind of handle it and ship it from here. That way I don't have to rely on Amazon. Because the main issue there, although it was awesome and Amazon shipped and handled everything and made it nice and easy, we couldn't involve any of our folks who don't live in the US. And I felt kind of bad about that because I know we got folks who are overseas, we got people up in Canada, all over the globe, really. I mean, we got visitors from all over, and it would be really cool to be able to involve you where it's possible. So maybe next time we'll do it ourselves, and that way we can open it up a little wider. In the meantime, congratulations, Matt, and congratulations, David, for winning. Again, very cool, very cool. I hope you enjoy the tools. Post in the comments, let us know how they are, because believe it or not, I've actually never tried those tools. I have a set from like Harbor Freight, and I think I already broke one of them. And I've got the, I think I broke the little pick one, and the rest of them have been pretty solid. So I'm hoping this thing had good reviews. You know, let us know how it is. Post in the comments, or if you even want to throw a quick video up, you know, we'll link it here on the channel, something like that. Do a quick review of it. Maybe we'll get one here in the shop and also do a review. But again, congratulations, guys. You know I ramble. I'm rambling. It's okay. All right. So, second thing. I lost my train of thought, but that's okay, because this is a live, uncut video here. So we were going to talk about some project updates, and we had talked on our social media before the weekend about some stuff we were going to do, and we didn't quite get to it. So if you follow us on Instagram or you're on our Facebook page, you might have seen some of those posts. Been thinking a new video was going to come out, and poof, doesn't happen. So first, do you know we have social media? You should check it out because we are on Instagram. I post all kinds of cool pictures there, stuff from the shop. If you like car stuff, it's posted. We got the shop dogs and things like that. I like dogs, so I post dog pictures. And I don't really travel a ton, but I enjoy Hawaii. I've been there a couple times, so we post some pictures from there because who knows when I'll get to go back. So I grabbed like 2,000 pictures when I was out there and like to post those. But honestly, I think I'm running out of those. So it's going to be mostly cars and dogs at this point, maybe some tools and stuff like that. So check us out. It's at Vortex Garage, and hopefully you enjoy that. Same with Facebook at Vortex Garage. In fact, same with Twitter, though I don't really have too many Twitter followers, and I don't post on Twitter as much as I should. Maybe I'll do that more. Even on Pinterest, got some Pinterest boards. We share our YouTube stuff out there and try to get people to watch it. So if you're on that, there's some cool like car boards and stuff that are pretty fun to look at. And we try to post pictures on those as well. And we got free time, that's what we do. So anyway, these projects that we're talking about. This 03 Marauder with the blower isn't one of the ones we were talking about, but this is actually here in the shop, just kind of getting itself out of the weather. We did a little bit of paint restoration on this, just with the buffer. I didn't film it because, honestly, I'm not that skilled at doing it. So we've got a little Harbor Freight DA buffer, and I've got the pads, and I went over it with some compound and polish and wax, and it improved it, and it didn't damage it. And that's the key. I'd tell you, if you've never had a lot of experience doing that, A, you want to mask off everything you don't want stuff on, and B, you want to take your time and go with the least aggressive stuff possible. So I'm not an expert. If I really don't know what I'm doing, I don't think it's worth me cutting a video and showing you guys. Maybe it is. Maybe as I learn, you learn. But this is definitely one of the things that I don't think is quite in my wheelhouse just because of a patience perspective. I mean, it was like 6 or 8 hours of work. And, you know, toward the halfway mark, I'm just bored out of my mind. So this is a good one. The people who can do this, I have so much admiration for what you do. And the pictures of before and after what you do with paint is just awesome. But I do intend to grab the camera at some point and do kind of like a car review of this. This is an 03 Marauder. If you don't know much about the Mercury Marauder, they only made about 11,000 of them. They made them only in 2003 and 2004. And they're pretty cool cars, so we'll cover a little more on that at some point. But the big thing, as we talked about, was our WJ project. So I'm going to grab the camera. We're going to show you a couple things that we got going on with that. We got one of these. I'm sure any WJ owner has seen these before. This is a window regulator. This is for the passenger side. Now these come with the motor already attached. You can get them without the motor, but I think it's just easier to get the whole setup pre-done. And it's only about $5 or $10 more. So this was like 45 bucks for the regulator, cable, motor, all the deal. And it's just a plug and play kind of operation. So we're going to throw one of those in on the passenger side because, well, we've got some other work we want to do on it. But when I went to move it over the weekend and walked over and said, you know, I don't remember rolling the window down. And turns out I hadn't rolled the window down. The regulator broke, luckily that same day, so it didn't sit out in the rain, and the window's kind of fallen in there. You can pull it out about halfway. On our Instagram, you can see a quick kind of boomerang story where we did that. And so we're going to throw a regulator in that side. Strangely enough, I did one last year around this time on the driver's side, and this will be the third one total that the truck has had. It's had one driver's side. This will be the second passenger side front. The back ones have been fine, knock on wood. So anyway, we're going to do that. And, oh wait, shouldn't I do this hold the camera thing? Right. Let me crank this down. Hang on. This is like so amateur hour. It's okay though. I think I'm supposed to do this when I chat with you. So anyway, like I said, we're on third window regulator. We're going to do that. And I think we're just happy that it didn't fall in. But I did have one from before, and hopefully maybe it's good and I'll just edit it and throw it up. Otherwise, we'll grab the camera when we do that one and we'll show you. But the big thing that we're going to do on this is another edit-free video that we have planned. And that is going to be to do the water pump. So when I say edit-free, it's because doing a water pump on a V8 WJ is actually pretty easy. And so this is it right here. So you don't have to remove too much. You just basically drain the coolant, take the bolts out, get the belt off and take the thing out and put it in and torque it and then refill the coolant. So yeah, there's a couple more steps in that. But anyway, there's a couple ways these fail, and they fail pretty often. And it's number one, the bearings, or number two, it just gets seeps in the middle. Sometimes when the bearings go, it causes the seepage. This one's dry, at least so far, but, and I'll be quiet, listen. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I can literally rock that back and forth. The bearings are shot. We'll show you when we do the video. When you start it, it makes a very obvious noise. It tells you your water pump is ready to go. And this will be water pump number 3, I think. And the cool thing about that is, oops, kind of got stuff here. I get them for free because I bought one, Duralast one. This is now my second or third warranted one. They last about 2 years, I would say. and maybe 40, 50,000 miles it seems, maybe more, I don't know. I've got like 170 on the Jeep, and then they need replacement. Now, you could probably look at getting a Mopar one. They might last a little longer, but since I bought one of these years ago and I can literally go to the shop or to AutoZone and pick one up for free and just return my old one, that's the way to go. I mean, honestly, I'll swap this thing out in about 20 minutes. So, all right, so finally, we got a request and something we need to do anyway. Assuming I bought the right part, which I really hope I did because there's a couple seals under there. This is the rear output seal of our transfer case where the drive shaft slips in. This should be a pretty simple change. We're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. And here, look, we'll do a video, but here's the part number that we got. This is a Mopar piece that we went and picked up. So hopefully you can see that. This isn't part of it. That's the O-ring for the water pump. So, hang on. Do this thing again. So yeah, 3 WJ videos we're going to have up and coming. We're going to try to knock those out. We're also going to do some more work on our Spitfire, because I know that that's something everyone likes to see. We haven't done a lot since we did the video on the vibratory tumbler versus the ultrasonic cleaner, including cleaning the workbench, but that's okay. But we're going to start stripping down these, and we're going to rebuild these hubs and get them painted and all that good stuff. So we're going to have these ready to go. We're going to put this body up on, or this chassis up on jack stands and start a little bit of disassembly and use it for reference. And then we're going to start building that piece up over there. And eventually we'll start on the metalwork here. As you can tell, I've been postponing that just because I really need a good solid day where I focus on it and feel like really hacking at it. All right, so that's it for today, just a short update. But again, the main reason I wanted to get the cameras out today and get a quick video cut was to let you all know the update on that giveaway. That unfolded this morning, and I wanted to make sure I had something up today to kind of give a shout out to David and let everyone know exactly what happened with the giveaway there. So it is officially closed, it's done. But again, share us out, let your friends know, because we're ready to do that again, and we're gonna pick something cool, something that y'all will enjoy. And look forward to the new videos coming this weekend. Oh, I remember I said I was going to do 3 things. I was going to talk about backlog, and I almost let you all hanging and didn't do it. All right, so here it is. So I've shot a lot of video that I have yet to edit. A lot of it is I was using an older video editing software, and it was just a pain to edit stuff. And y'all know I used to put music in everything, because you can tell by my t-shirts I'm kind of a power metal fan. And well, I couldn't put those bands in, but I found some cool ones on the YouTube audio stuff and put them in. I know you don't like that as much, so we don't do that as much anymore. But anyway. All that was a lot of time in editing some of these videos, and you know I like to put a lot of detail in them. So when you've got a 6-hour job and you try to whittle that down even to a 40, 50-minute detailed video, that's watching a lot of footage over and over. So not whining here, I'm just letting you know, as a result, from some of my laziness, I got this. It's been sitting for how many years now? So you can imagine I've got a backlog of videos, and they are sitting there. Now I'm using the Adobe Creative Cloud. I got a subscription to that, and wow, it's a lot faster. So I'm going to start trying to catch up on some of that backlog. Big stuff we have that I didn't post. I don't know if the video is any good for this, so I shouldn't promise anything. But we did put a set of, what do you call them? JK Rubicon shocks. All right, awesome things you can get as takeoffs, and I put them on my WJ. They work great with the little budget lifts. So check eBay. You can get those things. I think I paid 70 bucks. They're literally brand new takeoffs at dealers. Dealers get Rubicon JKs and put lift kits on them with new shocks. They take the nice Rubicon shocks off and they sell them on eBay for $60, $70. So I got 4 that literally were brand new, and they've been on my WJ for several thousand miles now. Anyway, I've also got a ton of Mountaineer videos. Even though our Mountaineer is in here for a transmission and it's sitting there on my to-do list, we did a ton of work rebuilding the suspension. Now, because we had a request, I did the all-wheel drive stuff and the viscous coupling replaced. But we did everything. We did all the ball joints. We did the wheel bearings. We did control arms. We did the power steering system, the rack, the hoses, all that good stuff. We did the spark plugs and all that. I think I might have that video up already. We did a rear diff change on it. I mean, that thing is pretty much new underneath, aside from the transmission, which will be new soon. But anyway, all that video is kind of sitting there needing to be edited, so we're going to get to it. So, that said, here is your slightly longer than originally anticipated Tuesday update. Again, thank you all for joining, and I'll do my best to grab the camera and get out here and shoot them. It's just a matter of getting time after work and getting the energy to come out and do it. But I'm feeling it. We'll get them posted, and we want to thank you again for joining. Subscribe up, give it to your friends, check us on social media, all that good stuff. We'll see you soon.